The Toyota RAV4 is getting its biggest change in years, and for 2026, Toyota is making a bold move that might surprise a lot of people. No more gas-only RAV4, new styling, new trims, and a completely electrified lineup. Today, we're breaking down everything Toyota has officially confirmed about the all-new 2026 RAV4, how it compares to the outgoing 5th generation, and whether its redesign is actually an upgrade or a deal breaker for future RAV4 owners. And stay until the end because there's one change that could affect who this RAV4 is really for. According to Toyota's official press release, the 2026 RAV4 marks the start of the 6th generation, and it's one of the most significant redesigns the model has ever received. Toyota is shifting the RAV4 to an all-electrified lineup, meaning every 2026 RAV4 will be either a hybrid or a plug-in hybrid. There's no gas-only option going forward, a major change compared to the 2019 to 2025 RAV4. This redesign also brings new exterior styling, updated interiors, revised powertrains, and a simplified trim lineup. According to Toyota, the 2026 RAV4 introduces a new design language that's more modern, more aggressive, and more clearly separated by trim style. Toyota now groups trims into 3 visual categories. The Core, which is the cleaner, more urban styling. This includes the LE, XLE Premium, and limited grades. There's the Rugged, which includes the Woodland model and it's aimed to outdoor use. And the Sport, including the SE, XSE, and the new GR Sport. The GR Sport is brand new for the RAV4 and represents Toyota's most performance-focused RAV4 to date, borrowing design cues and tuning philosophy from Gazoo racing models like the GR86 and the Supra. Compared to the 5th gen, the 2026 RAV4 looks wider, sharper, and more futuristic with redesigned lighting, body lines, and wheel options. According to Toyota's hybrid and plug-in hybrid pages, both versions of the 2026 RAV4 use updated electrified powertrains while retaining a revamped internal combustion engine as the base. The hybrid is now the standard configuration across the lineup and continues to focus on efficiency, smooth power delivery, and everyday usability. Toyota no longer uses the Prime name, positioning the PHEV as a more premium electrified option instead. Rather than focusing on horsepower numbers, the real-world difference is clear. The plug-in hybrid is quicker and more powerful. The hybrid prioritizes simplicity and fuel efficiency. According to Toyota, the interior of the 2026 RAV4 has been redesigned with a stronger focus on technology and usability. The updates include a new digital gauge cluster, a larger, faster Toyota audio multimedia system, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, updated materials and trim finishes depending on model. Toyota Safety Sense also continues as standard equipment with enhancements aimed at smoother driver assist operation compared to earlier generations. Toyota confirms that the 2026 RAV4 retains the same core strengths the model is known for. Competitive cargo space, flat folding rear seats, available all-wheel drive on both hybrid and plug-in hybrid models. Despite the new battery systems, Toyota engineered the platform to maintain everyday practicality, something current RAV4 owners care deeply about. So what does this mean for buyers? Here's the key takeaway. According to Toyota, the 2026 RAV4 isn't just a refresh, it's a strategic shift. If you want a simple gas-only SUV, the RAV4 is no longer that vehicle. But if you want better efficiency, modern tech, and a future-proof drivetrain, the 2026 RAV4 is clearly moving in that direction. The hybrid is best for drivers who want maximum convenience and efficiency. The plug-in hybrid is for those who want electric driving with no range anxiety. Toyota is betting big on electrification, and the 2026 RAV4 shows just how serious they are. Interestingly, Toyota seems to have taken a slightly different approach and has shifted to focusing on hybrid approach instead of full electric like many other companies. But if you're deciding between waiting for the 6th gen or buying a 5th gen now, let me know in the comments. And if you want deeper breakdowns on trims, ownership costs, or real-world efficiency, check out the links in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.